Welcome back to Zielonka. I did find a golden apple up here, so that means the collectibles are back. Not sure what the prize is if you find all 50. Probably like $1 million. It was $5,000 to find the apple, so maybe it's $100,000 or something. This is a really pretty map. Yeah, so we're gonna start by jumping. Ah! All right, sorry. I'm gonna look around for the apples for a couple minutes because I don't really feel like doing other work. And I'm gonna see if I can find some other ones. Maybe I should. You guys want to see where they're at when I find them? I don't know. I feel kind of like maybe I should leave for you guys to find. Ooh, splashies. But anyway, yeah, we have everything's done for the day pretty much, as we saw in the last episode. So now it's going to be a matter of fast forwarding and getting to the next day or two when things come in. What is this? That's the new corn textures. Wow, those look really good. Still growing. That would be silageable right there. That's where you want to chop it for silage. Anyway, I'll be back. If they ever come back out with that fire and rescue mod that they had for free, this would be a great place to set up camp. Yeah, a little firehouse. Pretty cool. And just in case you get injured, there is a hospital. Very nice of them to include that. Piano maker is still in town. We got Norwalk Fabrica Forte Piano now. And by the way, for those of you that didn't know, the piano is actually called a piano forte. That's its full name. We shorten it to piano, but piano means soft, forte means hard. So before the piano was the the harpsichord, which really only had one way to strike. No matter how hard you press the key, the note hit was the same. There was no loud or soft. You could just hit it, like bing. And if I pressed real soft, it was like bing. So if it got actuated, it was loud. So the pianoforte was a evolution of that, and it allowed you to play both hard and soft. So that's where that name comes from, and I think that's interesting. Maybe you don't. This looks like a sales spot that we can sell things. Let's see. I don't see any triggers, though. But it's the Wozniak Natalia. I do love the town portion of this map. There's some neat stuff. And of course, here at the tower, would you have questioned that there was an... This is the only... Last time I played, this was the only golden apple that I found. 48 more to go. That's an interesting music blurb. This should look familiar to you, and yet different. For those of you that watched my Farm Sim 22 series with Micah, this was where we had our homestead. It was a little further down the road here, but we actually, I took and made this a house over here as part of this neighborhood, and it was the backyard facing that way. And this is where we set up camp. So this should look familiar to you. It's gone. The house is gone. The barn is gone. Sad. Maybe someday again we'll set up here, but I've put my farm in a different place just for the sake of having something different. Now, across the street, since the house was here, there's now a cement factory. So it's no longer just where the house was. This used to just be an empty, forested area, and then apartment buildings over there. So now this is actually a facility. Looks like there might be some woods back here too, which is, you could go back there and chop wood if you found the right kinds of trees. It's really best just to do the pine trees, though. Honestly, these trees like this, whatever, let's see what these are. Look like, I don't know, tree. There it is. Oh, these are oak trees. Okay. Yeah, I guess that does look like oak bark. I should recognize that. I grew up in a city that had primarily oak trees. That's why the bark looks familiar. So these look like they'd be a little bit easier to cut because it's just small branches and then one large trunk. And that's what's going to get you some money. And these also the white. Are they aspen? What are these? Yeah, aspen. Aspen trees are perfect for cutting because obviously they're long and straight. So we do have trees that are cuttable on this map. Once again, the only map I haven't found cuttable trees is Riverbend. You can always grow them yourself, but if you want them naturally occurring, this is kind of where you have to go to do it. Here's what used to be our back driveway, and it is all smoothed over. Oh, this is muddy though now. That's cool. I bet you leave tracks in there. This is where we had our fields. Right here was a barn. Ah, memory lane. Now, way over there, down the field where we are now, I see a factory, and that wasn't there before. We'll go take a look at it in a minute, but I want to check something behind us first. I had an inkling that this apartment building probably had a hidden secret. Yes, this is more fun than doing contracts. What the frick is that? Should have just let the music play. You don't need the drums. Oh, all right. I love this apartment building though. This is like so like. I mean, England has apartment buildings that look like this too, but not with the paint colors. That's the one thing they do here. They like to paint them weird colors, maybe to make them feel like happier or whatever. But they have neat murals on them and stuff. Definitely. Maybe I'm wrong about this, and I'll probably get some flack from saying this, but this is very Soviet era looking. Back when Poland was under the Iron Curtain. Look at that wall, though. It's cool. And then look at like the little details, like the antennas up on top of the TV antennas up there. That's pretty cool. It's neat little details like that make it kind of stand out a little bit. Obviously, broadcast television is still a popular thing here. Oh, another apple. I'm not going to find them all tonight, but we can have a good start. Sorry. Little secret place there. I forgot to record, but I found one in front of this house. I'm not showing you where, but just a little hint. Anyway. All right, I'm not giving you any hints or anything here on this one. Just no idea where this is. I have no idea. Don't look at the map. Oh, sweet. Here's another one. I mean, basically, you guys will be able to find these. You just walk around and look at buildings. And we've made enough money that it was definitely worth not doing contracts and doing this instead today. So we're going to keep looking. And their train... I thought European trains had headlights too, but that thing's quiet. Pretty cool, though. I'm just following the railroad tracks, everybody. Nobody get panicked. Sweet. By the way, if you need water, you can always come back here. However, there is water by the farm. As the series goes on, you'll see that. But there's lots of water here. 41 more to go. I found 9. All right, I found another. This will be our 10th golden apple. I'm wondering, if we find 10, do they come up on the map now? Nope. So they're hidden forever. Dang it. I was hanging out at the local apartment building to find another apple. To my surprise, there was another apple. All right, so this is what this is back here. And it looks like it actually is. I think this is new. I don't believe this was here before. Let's find out exactly what it is, because if it's like a new industry, gosh, this looks like such an established place, though. But I told you. So this is the warehouse, apparently. If we look at the map, let's see what it calls it. But I'm pretty sure that that's what it's going to say. Is that this is the warehouse? No, it's a spinnery. Well, then maybe this was here. I just don't remember it being here. Interesting. I haven't found a golden apple here, by the way, though. So I'll let you know if I do. Just as I spoke. Oh, look at this. Ah, what a view. I don't know if this is a trick or a ruse. Oh, maybe these are the ones that we found. Let's see what this says here. Nothing. Blank pages. But there's some apples here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. We found 11 apples, so this is where the apples are going. Because I'm like, where? Look, oh, that's cool. So it's Apple Bridge and Apple Park. Never saw that before, but that's pretty neat. They got kind of lazy here because I can see somebody was playing Apple chess. Can't get it. Yep. And then somebody was playing Apple Clock Tower. All right together here. Whatever that is. Actually, that looks like some kind of electrical building, probably. The local electric meter booster. I don't know what you call that, but something. I've been to these apartments already, but I haven't been to these houses, so let's take a look. Oh, here's the worker number 2. And look, he has a golden apple in his yard. Yes. 35 to go. I don't think we're going to... I don't know. I guess maybe we could do an episode where we collect these because they've already gotten there halfway. 10 more and it's halfway. The last ones could take some time. I'll have to maybe research it a little bit and see where they are. No, I don't want to. I want to find them myself. So I don't want to cheat. But I have a feeling those last couple are going to be really hard to find. I've already been around here, I think. Yeah, if the farmer's market doesn't have them. All right, I'm going to keep looking. Hello. Hello, Apple. Oh, this was close to the other one we found. Oh. Lazy. Thankfully. I don't want it to be too hard. Let's see, I got to search these yards. Nope. Not that lazy. Nope. Let's see if I get in, can I get back out? That's the question. Maybe there's nothing in there. Let's kind of jump around and jump around and jump up and jump around. I don't see anything in there, but glimpses. Nothing there. Nothing there. Can we go over this? Yeah. Nothing back here. This is what I've been doing for the last hour. Spinning around houses. Okay, I'm going to keep looking. I'll be back. All right. We find ourselves back in Zielonka. I have gathered all the apples whilst you were not here. And I decided to just get it done with. I will say this. If you're going on the apple search, I showed you where some of them were. I will say that a lot of the bigger facilities, not all of them have any, but a lot of them have at least 2 or 3 hidden around the property. So you got to kind of look a lot on the same property because you'll find things. They do hide them in corners. One of them was actually used, the fence post, and I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to show you because I want you to figure it out, but the fence post had balls on top. It sounds rude. And one of them balls was an apple. So you got to kind of look around. Some of the things are higher than, ground level. So you have to kind of look around. And this is the very last one. When you get down to the last 10 apples, you can see on the map there that indicator, my lower left-hand corner. The last 10 show up as little golden dots. And there he is right there. So seems like if you have the hardest ones that you had finding, that was it. And I think there was no big reward. Look at that. But we still made $265,000 for finding all the apples, which is a good deal. I was hoping for $1 million bonus, but honestly, that's a little cheaty, so whatever. But we worked hard. We didn't do any farming. We just did that. But now we have some flexibility to possibly, and I'm trying to think of what we would do. I would say probably another crop field with that money. So let's take a look and see what we can get. So the field right next to our field here on 47 is 85,000, which is not a bad price. Let's see what these two are. I remember these, if I remember right, these were actually pretty. Oh, look at the prices. Okay, so here's what I think we should do. There's this field too. How much is that? 42. Oh boy. We can turn that into something. It's not. So I think, let's see. This would be 100 or 120. Or we could do, let's see, 140. That would leave us with about $100,000. I don't want to spend all the money because obviously you have needs and stuff during the year. And so I think, let's see, probably what would make the most sense is to buy farmland. This one, we're going to buy that. And then we could actually plow this into one field if we want, or make it two different crops. And then buy the farm across the street. So we're going to do that. Let's go take a look at what we've done. What have we done? What did you do? Oh, I'm in the truck. So that we have 137,000 left over. Unfortunately, we seeded wheat. So we can use this other one maybe as a bumper crop. We'll do like sorghum or canola, soybean. I think canola, we might have missed the planting now. Unfortunately, this farmer did not take care of this, so it's withered. But, whatever. And then this one across the street, let's see what we bought. If we don't like it, we can always sell it, but I think, it's not this field. It's going to be, this field is looking a little bit not like a field. It's literally a plot of land. And it is really not flat. This is it, right? Yeah, this is it. And there's a little barn in the back. Let's see what's in here. Oh, you can't even open this. We can sell that building, but you can't open it and use it. That's a dud. By the way, there might have been an apple around here somewhere. Woof. It was cheap, though. Do we want to put the investment into this? We're going to have to rent. Obviously, I'm going to have to buy a chainsaw. And we're going to have to do some forestry to get this cleared. And it is a pretty small field. I don't know what, and it's a hump. Not that that's a huge deal. But what can we grow here that would be worth anything? Okay, well, let's reconsider this. The other two field options are going to be these two guys back here. So I might just sell that plot back. What do we have growing on these? We got withered wheat, it looks like, and harvested sorghum. Okay. Oh, these are withered oats. Okay. But you can see it's not a huge field, but this one is a much better purchase. So let's go ahead back to the map, and we're not going to keep this. We're going to sell that back. This is 2 acres for 51. Yeah, we're going to get this one. So this is our land now, and it's harvested. So we need to get these. These are going to have to be mulched if we're going to play realistically, because both of these fields are covered in gunk. So we need to mulch the crop, the dead crop, and so we're going to have to lease a mulcher. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see what they have available. Hang on a second. All right, we're going to rent this Bednar. Ooh. Trash fan? What does that do? Huh. Well, we're going to try that. I don't know what the trash fan does. Trash fan. Trash fan. $1,800. Oof. But okay. I mean, it's expensive. It's a $35,000 piece of equipment. So, but we're going to use it on 2 fields. So, yeah. Let us go. Let us pray. Now the flickering is back. I have to figure out what I did. I might have turned the VSync back off again, or back on again. So we'll have to see what happened there. But let's go ahead and grab this guy. And it is starting to get late. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. And the sun's already starting to go down, as it does in the fall. I'm going to make a U-turn here. And we'll mulch this field back here first. And then we'll mulch the other field. Mulch. This thing's pretty cool. So that was nice. So we got to expand our farm, and now our farm will be profitable. The biggest thing is field space. It really is. Like, and that's down. And we're just going to cut it. My kindly wife is getting me some coffee because she's such a good wife. She might be doing it with heavy attitude and swearing at me at the same time under her breath, but isn't that sweet? This mower is really cool. Love stuff like this. Now, in America, this is what we use. So my friend used to have one of these he would put on the back of an ATV. It had its own motor. And they would just drag it around the yard with the ATV. That's how they mowed their lawn. I should probably turn GPS on since I'm stinking at driving on the lines. Steering assist. No headlands. Can I turn headlands off? Nope. I forgot they don't let you do that. Show lines on. And okay. I forgot this thing does not have the turn radius of... Ready. Oh God, I'm mulching all the ground all over the place because I'm not being careful. This is a nice job mowing. Look at that. Look how they took it down to the ground. No stubs left. Just completely flattened the grass. And it doesn't leave anything on the ground either. Look at that. Look how clean that is. That is really nice. That's a different texture than the other. The mulcher that I used before had the wheels like that spun and mulched, and those spinny wheels left a big mess. So this is really nice. Very clean. All right, so I'm going to get this done. I will see you in just a moment. All right, so that puts our field into a non-existent status. I checked to see if it was cultivated, and it's not, but it's nothing. It just says field. But it did clean it up nicely, that's for sure. And one neat thing I noticed, I ended up raising these, I thought I was recording, and it wasn't, unfortunately. I ended up raising the mulcher, and these blades actually spin. Like, you can see them spinning. And they slow down and go, woo, woo, woo. But that was pretty neat. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Now, the one thing I want to check is, right now, I wanted to see if this actually fertilized the field. And we're going to have to get our GPS active here. Let's see. There we go. It's active. If we look at our map right now, this is considered withered. And if we go to the, where did it go? This will go mulched when we do it. But if we look at the fertilized state, you can see here it's blue. And I want to see if it turns dark blue, if this actually fertilizes it. I think it does, which is great. So let's do it. Cruise control on. Oh, look at how nice that looks. Cool. That's really cool. And it does not. Dang it. I was hoping that maybe it gave us a free stage of fertilization by mulching the crop back into the ground, which it should. That's what mulching does, but it doesn't count. Oh, well. It was worth a try. Okay, we've already had a cool video montage. I'm going to go ahead and just get this done. I'll see you guys when it's finished. I'll tell you what, the one thing that really is getting me with this version is the lighting effects. Like, it's subtle, but you can see here, and of course it dries there because we're now on the grass there. It's starting to... When this thing is mulching and the lights are on it, you can see the trail of, you know, like look at the dust coming off that. That's really cool. And that's one thing that's been missing from the game is the dustiness. When you farm, you know, at least around here when we've seen people doing it, there's just dirt and dust flying everywhere, and that's cool that we're starting to see that. So hopefully they get the harvesters doing that too. I know in Ohio when it's dry and they're you know, like late November when it's dried out a bit and they're out harvesting the corn, you can see the trail sometimes up into the air for miles. You can see it coming off the harvester. So it's, you know, when it's dry out, you can see some pretty cool stuff. And once again, I just have to put in there, I love the way that different crops leave different textures on the ground. That's pretty sweet. It's very sweet. Sweet. And so we mulch the last portion of mulchiness. Actually, there's one more. I see one more mulchy thingy here. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. Now watch the blades. Of course, they're not. They wouldn't fall like that until they stop spinning. They're you know, they're heavy, so they go out straight when they're spinning, and then when they stop spinning, that's when they fall like that. But we're not going to pay too much attention to that. So let's go ahead back to Mazny Rolzny, Razny Rolznigs, Nichek, Resniges, this place, and we're going to return this, and then I'm going to grab my culti plow and get to work. Got a couple things to do here. We're going to disconnect that, walk over here. We're going to return this. The AgroStar we're going to repair. And we're going to customize it and get our biggie wheels on. Wait a minute. Is that what we have? Yeah, rear twins. Yep. We own those. The dealership holds them for us. And let's go to town. We're going to go ahead and cultivate these fields before nightfall. All right, I got my monster ready to do this. We're going to get the big field done first. I'm going to wait here for a minute. Wait for this to GPS. Is it going to GPS? We might have to No. And so steering assist on headlands 4. What the? How about 1? And show lines on. Working direction automatic. Okay. Why didn't that take? No, lordy. Nope. Steering assist on. Okay. Oh, it's thinking. I think I pressed B by mistake and that canned it. This is going to take forever. Oh, look at that nice texture, though. That's like seedbed already. I don't think it's seedbed, but it looks like seedbed. That looks really nice when we're done. cleans up beautifully. Look at how close that is to the actual rolled land over there. Super nice. Super beautiful. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get this plowed now. It's getting late in the day. It's 4:30. Actually, in real life, it's 3:08. Now, I might switch over to narrow twin wheels on this tractor rather than narrow wides. And the reason being is you'll notice here, but every pass, there's a divot. And what I'm noticing is there's a divot. There's a divot. And what I'm noticing is the reason that's happening is because the wide tires are just a hair wider than my Cultiplow. So because of that, I'm actually not getting, I'm leaving a little bit of a divot on the field where the tires are touching, and it's not, the cultivator's not bringing the soil back up. So that might be something to consider, to actually just use double wides, which I thought I did, but I guess I went with wide wides. I love the wide tires though, but for this tool, it might be more practical to switch over to double wide or double narrows. I'll think about it. It's not a huge deal, obviously. It's not going to affect the crop or anything like that, but in real life, the soil impaction is something that you want to, avoid as much as possible. So, maybe that's something we need to think about. And once again, once you plant these fields, I'm thinking about the whole thing about the divots, and then you run the roller. If you're going to do the roller will eliminate those tire tracks. So it's almost, if you are going to do the roller every time, which I probably will, then it won't make a difference. Even with the seeder, though, the seeder is wider than the double wheels. So when I seed, it'll get rid of those. You can notice on the other field there that's been seeded and rolled, there are no wheel tracks. So, but this one you have them when you cultivate. So not a huge deal. I probably will just leave it there. I love to think about that stuff, though. All right, this field is done. It didn't take that long, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Since, once again, these fields are, to me, for Farm Sim as a game, people like the maps with the huge, giant, enormous fields. But I feel like these fields are about the right size for fun. These are like fun size fields. They're not, it's not too much work that you get so bored that you can't stand doing it anymore. They work well for video because I can get a video done in an hour, hour and a half, a half an hour video, because it doesn't take me forever to get these fields done. So we have lots of stuff going on, and I can fast forward time and stuff between it. So in the long run, it actually works out pretty good. Those fields are great. And then we're gonna come over here and do this last little field on the back side that's ours now, and get this thing plowed. And I've just been doing straight runs. If you've noticed, I'm not doing the whole headlands and stuff because you don't need to. These already have headlands where the grass is, so you might as well just look at that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this field done, and then we will reconvene for the finalization of the video, and you guys will have complete episode 2, and then we'll be moving on to October, possibly even November, December, because there's not going to be a whole lot going on during the next couple months. Mostly we're just waiting for winter to pass. So, all right, guys, I will see you in just a moment. All right. We have finished up that field. It's looking lovely and brown and cultivated and plowed. Everything is magic. Everything is awesome. All right, so we got all that done, and we're going to clean everything up here so that we can have the mechanical things last longer. They did say, I think it does affect, I don't know. I have to look it up again. I know wear and tear, like keeping the tractor clean does make a difference, but I'm not sure in what. If it just makes the paint last longer, or if it keeps the like the wear and tear down. I don't know. I don't know. Just gonna park this back over here where we had it. think this is where I had it parked. I don't remember. So that's it for a little while. We're going to have to see, like, tomorrow how our... the little teeny production that we have. I think we did put some stuff into production. I don't remember, though. Let's take a look real quick here and see. Nope. Ah. We do have some flour. It's still producing. It's really slow. That's what people said about these. They are freaking slow. So there's some wheat. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more going out. But wow, slow. That's okay, though. We need it for the noogles. So we're going to put it in here with noogles. Noogle McDougal. And then maybe we'll look at building a property here or something like a... I'd like to put down an equipment barn. Because we don't really have anywhere to park our equipment right now except for outside. So it'd be nice to have some kind of shed. So I'd like to do a buildable one. But we'd have to clear some of this land. So we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. This has been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this farm again. And this is the first time I've actually done the real farm, not one that I made up myself. So it's actually kind of fun to do the default farm. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, by the way, don't forget, if you're going to buy the game, use my code Chapman. CHAP as in Paul, MAN. See you next time. Bye.